Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a while. I know last week we couldn't meet because I was away on a business trip slash vacation, which is I really enjoyed. I just got back today, actually this morning at 1 a.m. And I was like, hey, you know what? We need to do this live in Q&A. I'm very excited about. And today we're gonna talk about a subject which is selling and buying liquidation pallets. I think it's very good to diversify your business, and at the same time you can make extra cash and money, especially in Q4. You can do it all around the year, which is really awesome. But before I get to it, I really wanted to say hi and say thank you guys for everything that you have been doing. Thank you so much for the comment and the feedback. Please guys, if you hear me and see me well, please let me know. I just want to make sure that you guys get me right because I'm not sure if the internet is acting up or everything is right. At the same time, if you have any question, please leave it in the comment right away, so I'll make sure that I get to them and make sure that I read them and make sure I answer your question. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Saad Basim. I am an Amazon active seller who started from basically retail online arbitrage until I did private label, and I excelled at it. And I think today's subject is really close to my heart because I have done those things. I have done when I started with retail online arbitrage, and after that I did some pallets, then I did wholesale, and then I graduated to private label. I think it's very safe bet for people who are new. People who are scared, because I was scared when I started this business. I didn't know what I'm getting myself into. It's not something that I was good at or something that was new to me. So I had to do it gradually, and I gained a lot of experience. And those are skills that you always fall back into on, and make sure that you always learn from them, and you always can repeat them. You always go back to them and do them. For sure, I don't do the same thing as before when I was doing retail online arbitrage. Because as you know, there's always pros and cons from everything from retail online arbitrage, pallets, wholesale. Everything has its pros and cons, and I just focus on private label and wholesale now. But I think I have a lot of knowledge that I can share with you for those who are starting off with a little budget, who wants to build a capital and just play it safe to learn the platform, which is really important. So thank you so much for joining me. So today we have, let me see who we have here. We have Pernilla. How you doing, Pernilla? Thank you so much for joining. And Sam, how you doing, brother? I hope you're doing fine, man. I'm very excited for you. I think you're really watching the PPC series. For those who doesn't know, I have a PPC series that I started. Now we are on the 6th video. There's 2 more videos are being released. We have 3 launch strategies, that one just being released last week, and there's 2 more to come. So just wait, stay tuned. I know a lot of you are asking questions. These, I'm just showing you every launch strategy out there, and at the last one, it's my strategy, the one I use, and for sure you guys gonna like it and you understand why. And I have to take you from the beginning until the end, and we're slowly. So I really, if you can give me your feedback, let me know how do you like the PPC series. Was I able to explain it right? Was I able to get my point to you? Because it's a very difficult subject and it's very hard to just like really explain it very well, and I really wanted to make sure that I really do. But if I didn't, please let me know so I can just release another video and make sure that you guys really understand it. So give me your feedback about it. And so far the feedback is good, but I really want to hear it from you guys. It really makes me motivated to do it. And at the same time, I was thinking, since we're doing PPC series, maybe we do some kind of retail online arbitrage series as well, for those who are really want to make a little bit of cash and help you out, guys. And I'm not only talk, I have been doing this for a while, and I know my way around it. It's not just someone I'm just teaching. I have done that, and actually I wanted to come, and not today, but when we do hopefully retail online arbitrage series, if we do it, if you guys really want it, I can show you all the stuff that I have sourced from the past, which is really good. And I also had a course before about retail online arbitrage, so I know what I'm doing. It's not just, hey, let me throw a course out there. No, I have done it, so I can explain it to you. I know the pros and cons from it. So besides that, I really appreciate your support. We have here, Pernilla says, selling and buying liquidation. The topic is so interesting. I just have talked about it with my boyfriend today, so I guess that read my mind. I wish I can read mine, Pernilla, but I'm very bad at it. But I'm glad that is actually a subject that we want to talk about. And I think it's going to be interesting. I'm going to give you an introduction. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of information. It's just going to be very basic. Show you what it is, why beneficial, where you can go get them, how do you go about buying a pallet, because there's a strategy behind it, not just buying and see what happens. No, it's about techniques, about making sure that you really choose the right product, the right pallet, and you know that you're going to be able to sell it with a profit and do not lose with it. Also, good morning. Fat men say hi. Sad, hi to you, man. Luzin said hello, Sad. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. Doing great, Sad. Hope is all with you too, my friend. I'm enjoying PPC series and finding value in it. It's a complicated topic, so it's nice to have it broken down and have someone with so much experience and answer those questions. Yes, I actually really I spent a lot of time on PPC on my whole journey. I know it's a very important aspect of the business, so I had to make sure I really get into it and understand it very well. I am very good. Maybe I'm very good at it more than most of people, but I know there's few people out there that really study it to the T, that they know everything, like they know how, hey, the cost per click has to be maximum of this, and they study it more physics, and that's their business, that's what they do for a living. But what I do is almost 95% is going to be perfect for you guys, and you're going to really learn, and you're going to benefit from it, and you're going to make money with it, and you'll be able to scale it very well. But Amazon business is so multiple aspects. There's so many things that you need to take care of. So you need to make sure that you know everything, and not to like get into one thing only, because you will be lacking on the product research, on the listing. You'll be really lacking or not giving enough effort for the other aspect of your business. So just knowing a lot about it is enough, and I don't think you need to hone down only on one thing, because you're one-man show for now, until you get virtual assistants, until you be able to build your team, and you get to a way where, hey, I can source this, source that, because I can now. It's easier for me to source everything. So hey, a listing, as soon as I get product, I get it there. If I get someone for packaging, I know where to go. I have all my team set up that easier for me to do it, so I can focus more. Because people ask me, how do you do YouTube? How do you do this? Because now I'm in a place where I can delegate everything, and that's very important. Delegating your jobs is very important. Do not waste your time on things that someone else can do it for cheaper, and you can focus on things that can improve your business, and that's very important. And that's what I am doing right now, and it's awesome, right? So let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about pallets. So guys, what's pallets? It's not we're buying pallets that only empty. We're buying a closeouts, liquidation pallets, shelf pulls, everything. What happens with pallets is a lot of centers, they have those pallets, they sell them to you. Now, where do they get them from? Is basically Walmart, Home Depot, Staples, whatever, big store retailers. They have a specific turnaround on their inventory. So every month, they have to make sure they get the new inventory in, depending on the store. Some of them are months, some of them 3 months, sometimes 6 months, depending on the store what it is. So for example, Walmart is every month they need to make sure that they're moving their units and making sure they're getting a new stock in, and just just basically circle their money, making sure that they're getting new products and getting rid of the old ones. Now, what happens if Walmart has has a shelf and has extra products that, hey, they have maybe 10-20 units, or they have 10-20 units from electronic, 10-20 units from toys, general merchandise, electronics. They want to make sure that they sell them so they can clear the shelves to make sure they have the new products in. So what they do, they put them in a clearance. If they do not sell, what they do, they just palletize everything, and they sell them to liquidation centers, and they buy them like 10 cents on the dollar, and then those liquidation centers, they sell them to you. Now, that could be Shelf pulls, it could be returns. A lot of people return stuff to Walmart. They're still in good condition, but they cannot resell it again, so they just get rid of them. It could be something that broken, missing parts. They just put in liquidation and sell them, and they get a little bit of that money. For them, it's just extra. Now, a lot of managers, store managers, like for example Walmart, Target, whatever it is, if they have connections with other liquidations, what they do, they're like, hey, they, instead of selling to the consumer and put in the clearance aisle, they have is like, hey, you know what, if I get rid of all this stuff and get amount of value or money against it, I will be able to get better bonus. They will be able to get better, they look better for as a performance as a store. So that's why you see a lot of liquidation centers, they buy those stuff, and maybe you won't be able to do it. So I'm going to share with you how you do that, how you go about it, and why it's important. Because Pallets is actually, can buy a product, it can buy a pallet for 10 cents on the dollar. For example, the value of products $1,000, you can pay $100 for it, and you can have a big profit from them. You can sell them on Amazon as used, or you can sell them on eBay as used, which is really good, because eBay market for those liquidations is really good. And also people that don't know, most of you, maybe not most of you, but some people, they don't know that you can sell used items on Amazon, but you need to make sure that you understand the description. Used like new, used like acceptable condition, whatever it is. You need to understand the conditions very well, and it's a market that's not tapped, which is really good for you as a seller to be able to sell things in there. And a lot of people, when they come and they see electronic, hey, missing a box, or missing the real packaging, or whatever, something like that, they will buy it if they know they're gonna get a big discount of the new one. They buy it for 100 and you sell for 60. They're like, hey, listen, I don't need the box, I can buy it for 60 and I'm still having the same product. So this is stuff that I did multiple times, but you know, you always guys gonna graduate from one step to one business model to another, and that's really important. You always keep improving and keep doing it. So now what I'm thinking, I was on vacation. After that, I went to Virginia. As you guys know, I actually want to speak to one of my business partner. Is actually, we have a warehouse there that we would like to a little bit expand that part of the business. Not only the pallets, is actually the wholesale, and make sure that we have a place to store things. You don't need it in the beginning, but if you really want to do the bigger scale, you want to make sure that, because I live in Canada, if you have someone in the States, it's much easier, cheaper to get the pallets to the warehouses. It's cheaper to, it's better demand on eBay and Amazon.com, which is I sell on Amazon.com. But for eBay also is very good. It's very easy for you to test products, ship them. Everything is much easier if you have a US address or you're in the US, because you can test them yourself. Especially with liquidation, there's a lot of testing needs to be done, because if you get a product, you want to make sure that it powers on, powers off, and all the stuff. So I've been talking a lot, so let's go ahead and share my screen and let's see what we have. Give me a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me move my big face. All right, so guys, what we have, this is one of the main websites that you will see a lot, is basically liquidation.com. Liquidation.com is a place where you can get a lot of clearance items. There's so many websites like this one, but liquidation.com is kind of better than other people out there, like it lot or whatever lots that they have. They have a lot of liquidation centers, but this one is very good because has a good, sometimes you find very good pallets that are very cheap, and you'll make sure that you, a lot of times the pallets are really in good condition, or they have good items in them, and that's really important, because a lot of other stores, if you don't know them, or liquidation or pallets place, you might not get a good pallet, or most of it is garbage and you cannot do it. But these, because they want to stay in business and they want returning customers, they make sure that their pallets are actually in good condition or better than any pallet business out there. Now, I'm not telling, if this is a very good start, I start with this, but there's a lot of other places you can buy from them. There's auctions, there's government auctions, there's other, just put, let me see. if you just put liquidation.com similar website. Okay, you can find here. You can find a lot of them. You see, you have UBid, you have police action, public surplus, closeout services. You have a lot of places you can. I remember, I forgot what's the name of the other one. 88 lot, I think. I forgot the name of it, honestly. It's been a while. But liquidation is the one where I started doing it. I tested with the other ones, but it's, I don't know. I didn't find good stuff. So what you do here, guys, is basically you come, you see a lot of products out there, and you need to know which one you need to buy, which is really important. Now, if I go up, you will see all the categories here. Now, if you have jewelry, I don't sell jewelries and stuff. I think it's too much. Watches, actually, you need to get ungated in the watches, which is really hard. You have clothing. You can do clothing if you're doing a lot of eBay. I think it's you can buy them for 10 cents, 30 cents an item for a shirt or t-shirt, and you just basically sell them on eBay for 10, 15 bucks, which is good hustle. You can do them, but for me, it's not something I like to get into. Shoes for sure is good if you get them brand new. So if we click on that, if you find really brand new shoes, brand names like Nike, Reebok, whatever it is you can sell, yes, it's good to have them. You can sell them on Amazon or you can sell them on eBay. It's up to you, but it's really good. So you have all the stuff. Now, for most of the time, what the categories that you want to sell in my opinion, for sure you can sell whatever you want. General merchandise, as seen on TV, toys and games. What else? Yeah, toys and games and electronics. Electronics are really good. For sure, there's high returns. Now, when we're talking about retail online arbitrage, is different than private label, or flipping product is different than private label. Electronics is actually for well-known brands, is much better for you to get into them because people know them. You can sell them quicker, and they have the social proof and confidence in that brand. So it's really good place to do. So I opened up a few things for you guys. So I can come here, for example, and I will go general merchandise, and let's say toys and games. If I open toys and games, you're gonna find a lot of things here. So do not think of clearance items are actually usually damaged item. No, there's a lot of times those pallets are brand new. So you need to look at the pallet itself. You need to know the condition. What are other products out there that you can benefit from it? And a lot of you are gonna ask me a question, how do I know what's in it? Because the picture doesn't tell it all. So I'm gonna share that with you, and you will be happy to see it. And I'll tell you how I analyze them. Now, if I come here, I see those products all brand new. I think I have one here. For example, this projector, which is this projector. What I can come here. I can take Christmas projector lights and search on. You can search on both on Amazon and eBay. So I can go on Amazon, and I can come here and see the search. Hey, where's the product is mine? What's the average? You guys private label, you have a little bit of an edge because you have, like, for example, tools like this. They can say, hey, how much they're selling as an average. I'm not gonna go a lot in depth. If you guys are really interested, I just want to introduce you to it so you can think about it. But if you really want it more in depth stuff, I can do. But for now, you can come here. If you have viral launch, you can come to detailed statistics, and you'll be able to know how much they sell for. What's the average price, for example? Now, this is only averaging for sure. If you know it sells from 30 to 50 bucks, hey, you know what? If I get it for $5, or 10 bucks a unit, I know I'm gonna make money if I sell it 30 bucks. And you know, in Christmas, Christmas related stuff are gonna sell very well in this example. So you can buy them now for cheap. You can come. Just getting slow, sorry, because streaming and everything. But you'll be able to find the price. You can know the market trend. You can check the BSR, which is I'm gonna share with you as well. But if this one let me, the same thing with this product, which is here. You can look at it, and you can come here. For example, this one I found it right away here. I'm gonna share it with you. See, has 147,000 BSR, which is really bad. It's not good, but what you can do here, you can read at the BSR and know the BSR how this product was doing in Christmas time, which is important. It just is, if this one gives me a break. So let's say here, and I'm running viral lunch again. See, for example, thank God it was there already. I did it before. So you see here, all the BSR goes up, 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 but then drops down here to 86,000. Now 86,000 is a little bit a higher number, but still below 100,000. But in Christmas time, this is a lot of units comparing to a regular season, because 50,000 BSR in a regular season, it could, maybe you're selling 10 units, but in a Christmas 50,000, that maybe means 30 units, because the demand is more. A lot of people are coming in. There's a lot of offers, a lot of sales coming in. So that will be different than a regular month because of the depth of sales and how many categories out there. So you'll be able to study that and know, hey, if it's a brand new product, you know what it is, you know when it's going to shoot down, how many units you have. You can come here, take that a number. You can go to Jungle Scout Estimator, for example, for you guys, if you don't know it. So for example, Jungle Scout Estimator, okay, and I come here, get this product. Let's say here we have it at, even drops to 67, 57 as well, which is really cool. Like you see here, the sales drops like all dead, and just comes here and starts selling a lot. So when you come here and you put, hey, let's say I'm gonna give an average of 60,000. All right, I'm gonna come marketplace. I'm gonna put United States, and then here I'm just gonna put toys. This is just an estimate how many units they sell. So they're selling 90 units a month with this product right now on average, but in Christmas is going to be more. So if you have some units, you put them here on Amazon. Also, you can put them on eBay. So you have two channels. So let's say here there's 90 units they're selling, and the other one is selling maybe 30 units or 20 units. You still be able to sell them and make a little bit of money. And the price goes higher on specific especially in the season, they go really high. So let me see something here, because I actually wanted to know here the price. 10.99 for views. Okay, perfect. If I come here, I close this. So how did I get that? I just come here to BSR. For people who doesn't have Keepa, because I used to have Keepa and then they start charging $15. So I was like, why should I buy it? Since you have this Viral Launch Chrome extension or Jungle Scout Chrome extension, they have the BSR in them, so you can study them. So you do that and see what happens. Also, you have, for example, you can buy books. You know, for those who likes to sell and buy books and they want to buy them for cheap, you can come and buy books as well. So now, let me give you, this is only searches. What I'm showing you right now, guys, is basically go to liquidation.com and you just search those categories. Now, there's another trick that you can do to make sure that you really get a good pallets with a good return, or you know they are in a good condition. I'm going to share that with you. But for now, let me show you. You know what? Let me go ahead and show you the other one much better, and then we can analyze a pallet together. Okay. So if we come here and you look at the general categories, you'll be able to find multiple suppliers and multiple people who are selling those pallets. Could be from different closeouts, liquidation center, distributors, whatever it is, wholesale people, whatever it is, you can find them as pallets. Now, you want to be a little bit better than this, because a lot of other places they have like for example, distributors and closeouts, they have limited budget. So what they do is they might give you pallets that are not as good. So how you make sure that you find a good pallet is actually come to advanced, and in the keyword you put Amazon, because Amazon, anything that they have products like returns, product that they they refunded you for it, and they cannot sell it, or is open item, they're not worth their time. They just also liquidate things. So Amazon themselves also liquidate things, and they sell those pallets to other people. So for example, if you have a closeout, they have a contract with them, say, hey, every month I will have like 10 pallets or 20 pallets I'm gonna buy from you no matter what the condition, and I will sell them to you at 10 cents or 10 cents per unit or 20 cents or whatever it is. The wholesaler or liquidation center gets them and sell them back to you at a little bit of profit, so they flip them. So now if I put Amazon, I'm going to find all the pallets that actually Amazon returns, Amazon pallets, and that's where you actually gonna make most of good decisions about your pallets, because they're going to be very, very better condition, because a lot of Amazon have too much money, they don't care about it, and you find a lot of good stuff. So now, for example, let's say we are here and let's say we're looking at those phones. I'm just giving an example, guys. Electronics are good. And let's say I'm here coming, landing, let's say here, there's GoPro. If you look at the pictures, see, like, for example, you can click on those and see, like, they're almost good condition, just like the package a little bit dented or has a dent in it or a little bit damaged. It's not a big deal. There's a lot of times you're going to find a product that actually brand new, but still, liquidation.com, they say, hey, you buy as is, or it's used, or whatever the condition, because they don't want any returns. They're not gonna have any guarantees. So they just say, hey, it's used, but actually they're new products. So you need to open your eyes and watch the pallet itself. Now, how do you know the content of the product, of the pallet, which is really important? And this is how I'm going to teach you how to find something really good. So, but I'm first, for example, always try to find a pallet that has multiple units in them. Do not bank your money on one item only. Find something that has multiple things. Like, for example, this stuff really interests me. Look, they have toaster, for example. They have Black & Decker. They have Hamilton Beach. All kitchen item, household items, which is they sell very well. And look at this. It looks like almost brand new, guys. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. Now, how do I know? Look, Amazon liquidation, which is awesome. So, for example, now what I would do, there's something called View Manifest. This is the manifest. Manifest is basically, they will tell you what's in it, usually. Here they didn't tell me, just tell me sorted electronics. So what you need to do here in this case is basically you need to go to each one of them and just look deeper. So you can zoom in and you can say, hey, Prevail, hey, they have this thing. I can go look at the pictures. Oh, you know what? This is a juicer. This is a good thing, a toaster. This is another toaster. There's a lot actually very good things here, which is you just need to go and do it manually more. But most of the times, let me see. Actually, this one is a really good one. If you can get it for a good price. So here, the current bid is $100. So they're selling so far for $100. The worth of products inside of $3,000 as brand new. They buy it for $100. For sure, it's gonna go a little bit higher. Whatever the number here, you want to get them for 10 to 20%. So if it's 3,000, you want to get it for $300 max, or 350 or $400, because you need also to add the shipping, which is we're gonna get into now. But if I find this one is really good, I actually think it's really good pallet, this one. Electronic, but you need to test them. I mean, you need to get them in and make sure they work, plug them in and see if it works. But most of the time, I mean, if you find a pallet like this, it looks like actually very good to me. But let's say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and find another one that's a little bit, you can see what's going on. Like this is pallet also is good. Now, anything with, I like household items, anything beauty, do not sell them. They don't accept them as used in Amazon, so I wouldn't touch them. But household items, toys, as I said, general merchandise, as seen on TV, yes, if they're good condition. So, for example, let me see this manifest if it has a breakdown. Okay, this is perfect. Most of the time, you're gonna get this manifest, and manifest is gonna say every product what's in it. So it's gonna tell you, hey, Omega, NC Juicer, Extractor, Nutrition. It's gonna tell you everything, and sometimes give you also UBC code. Now, if you look at the retail. Total retail. I don't know if you guys see that. Please let me know if you guys see it. I think you do, guys. So what happened here is basically I see, look, big item, 376, 294. This is the retail. Now for a product that I'm selling like this, I need to check. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take Omega Juicer, come here, go to Amazon.com, search in Amazon.com, and I'm gonna look at it. Okay. Let's say this is the juicer. NDC. Let me just see here. Make sure we're getting the right model, guys. Do not mess up. And NC 900. So if I get NC 900. Sorry, guys. Sorry. NC. Yeah, this is the one. So here, look, $372. Now this is for brand new. You're not gonna sell brand new, so you're gonna come here. Look, used and new, which is awesome. Oh my God, is it slow ever or what? Sorry guys, I'm gonna go back here. Okay, I'm gonna be patient, I guess. So I'm gonna come here, click on use and new, and now this is where you guys need to see used and very good sells for $83. So it sells for 83, like new $88, which is awesome because this is all the new stuff. Now if I sell this one for 83, let's say what is it? Okay, this is the one. So here, extractor sell for 3. So it sells for $88 for this one. And if I come look at another one as well, so we have here, this product sells for $80. Actually, also before you do that, before you jump to the next one, I want to go ahead and check eBay as well. So here we have brand new 400. Wow, it sells more here. But here we have 10-year warranty. This one looks like brand new. Look, $268. It sells more actually. Here 175. Missing. I don't know what is that. Uyghur, I guess. So this is missing something for 175. So actually, if you sell this product on eBay, is much better than Amazon, which is really good. So now, how you make a decision? If I come and look at this list, I want to make sure if I get 2 products or 3 products, if I see these ones, they have a good BSR, they sell well, I checked on eBay and actually the sold items are really selling well. If I sell 3 products and pays off for the whole pallet, so everything else in the list is going to be my profit, which is really important. So I think I didn't make myself clear yet. Let me explain this again. You know what? I'm just gonna close all this garbage I have open. So let's come here and say again. So here, 2,698. So if I buy it for 10% of that, that means $260. Now $260 plus, let's say $300 for shipping, because you need to ship this product from here to your garage or warehouse or whatever it is. So let's say that cost me $500. In the manifest that I see, I want to make sure if I check 3 products or 4 products, they actually comes up to $500. That means if I sell them as used, I make $500. If I make the $500, that means everything else is just profit for me. And that's how you need to look at pallets. Do not just come and buy and you don't know what's going on. No, go at the manifest, look at it, see the BSR, look at the prices, and see if you can make your money with the highest price item. You always want to check the high price item and see which one is actually selling well and how fast you can make your money back. If I pay $500 and I make my product with I make my money back with 1 or 2 products, I'm happy. $500 and the rest is going to be all profit. Now, the issue is you're going to have, it's about shipping. Now, if you have a big pallet like this, they can bring it to your house. The shipping, you need to use a third-party shipper, or actually here also they can ship it for you. They can give you a rate if you want, but usually it's much better if you have your own shipper or your own company that actually pick up stuff from their warehouse to your warehouse. This is really important. Now, sometimes what you can do in liquidation.com, you can ask them if they can pack them in boxes for you, because if you have them in boxes, it's much cheaper for shipping to your house because you don't have a dock. If you have a warehouse and you have a dock, it's very easy for them just to come, the truck parks back in your dock, whatever it is, in your door, and put the stuff in. If you don't have, you need a tailgate or lift tailgate, which is a lift comes in, and this charge $75 or $80. They take it and they bring it to your front door or your garage or whatever it is. So you need to pay attention to this if it's a pallet. But if you can call them and say, hey, do you think you can pack them for me in boxes? Because I can use UPS or FedEx. It's going to be much easier. They ship it to your house and it's not extra charges and it's much better for you and you can save money. So most of the time, you need to make sure it's not only about the product and how much you buy it here. It's to make sure that you're really making enough profit, even including the shipping from their warehouse to your warehouse. So I'm not gonna bore you a lot with this, so I'm gonna come and show you my face, and let's see what let's see how it works. Let me see, you guys, what you think. Now, let me get back. Yes, let me see the questions, guys. If you have the questions, let me know. If it's not, we are going to call it an early day. Amazon also has a liquidation auction. Does it work similar to this? Look, there's a lot of places out there that you can buy from them as liquidation, Pranella. So it's not only liquidation.com. I'm showing you an example just as an introduction for you guys to see there's an options out there as pallets. There's also Walmart has closeouts, has pallets as well. So if you go, I have a lot of those websites. Let me see. Walmart wholesale. Okay, we're gonna come. Like for example here, if you go to liquidation.walmart.com, they have their own channel of selling liquidation products, which is really awesome. So there's multiple places. You just need to make sure you buy them at a good price. For example, walmart.com, appliances. You look at it, see seven pallet spaces, retail 10,000, so for 125 for bids. It's all bidding system. You need to make sure it's closed in 2 days and six hours. You come here, you can bid on it, and you should be good to go. So make an account always, and this is another place that you can buy from. So Walmart and also liquidation.com, and there's other places which is really, really good deals, and it's really amazing how you can find things. You can, like when I went and I visited my partner who does only pallets, like he has 15,000 square feet warehouse, only pallets. Like, was insane, guys. When I say insane, I mean insane. How crazy. 15,000. He was in front of me, guys. He was buying pallets for $200 and he was flipping them for $3,000 and $4,000. It's true he needs to sit on them a little bit, 3 months or 4 months, but it's a huge return. He buys them, get them in, and then sell them right away for very, very, very big profit. There's a specific niche that he's in, which is really good. People don't understand it. He buys them for $100, $200, and then he sells them for good money. Like I saw there while I was with him, he bought a pallet for $2,000 and actually goes for $15,000. And he was expecting to sell it within 3 months to 4 months. Because what you need to do with liquidations, you don't expect that you're going to get a pallet and you put all your money in and that's it. No, you need to make sure you have multiple pallets, because whatever you buy today, it might sell next month. Whatever you buy next month is going to sell the month after. Whatever you bought last month will sell today. So you need to make sure that you're really good and understand what it is. And that's why I wanted to open your eyes, guys, to things that are out there you can make money with, but if it's done correctly. I know a lot of people bash pallets because what happened, even me when I started, oh my God, that's a great opportunity. I go ahead, buy a pallet. I don't even understand what's going on in it. I don't check it. I don't check the pallet. I don't check the manifest. I do not cross-reference it with Amazon. And then I overpay for it because I'm too excited. I'm going to win the bid. You know, you win the bid, but then you lose your mind because you lost your money. No, there's systems for it that's really good. You need to pay attention to. But it's really great. Now, let me see what other question we have. Is this something we can pursue in the midst of launching a private label product, or this very time energy consuming? Sam, very good question. Oh, sorry, I forgot the question. I'm sorry, Adrian. Let me see. Where is it, man? I have a question. Ahan, hi. Um, I don't see it, Ahan. Do you mind if you just post the question again? I really appreciate it, man. I don't see it here, man. I'm telling you, I don't not see it. I don't know what is it. I don't see a question. Please post it again, please, and I will get to it for sure. I'm here until I finish your question. I'll make sure that I answer your question before I do anything else. So please post it. Let me go back. Yes, it says, Sam says, is this something we can pursue in the midst of launching a private label, or this very time energy consuming? Look, the pallets, what's about it is you need to make sure you buy the pallet, get it in. You need to sort them out and make sure you test the product. So you're going to get the product, get it out of the box, and you will check it. You put it power on, power off, and see if it works. If it works, then you can sell it, and that's it. Time consuming, yeah, because you're going to get the product and you need to sort them and you need to list them. Whether you list them on Amazon, which is already have a listing, you just sell it underneath it, or if you're doing eBay, you need to take a picture of it or take other picture somewhere else. I really recommend, if you do use, take your own, take it with the phone, because eBay is not that high tech. So with your phone, take it. Now the phones are getting very good. Like for example, I have this phone, Huawei Pro 30, P30 Pro, is actually 40 megabyte pixel, which is really, really awesome. So you take a picture, you put it on, little bit of description, copy a description for someone else, not copy, no, see what other description is doing, put it on, and you sell it. It's really awesome. Like I saw this guy's account, he was selling, he has a product that listed for almost $2 million. Him and his son. Him 2 million, his son 1.7 million worth of products that are on eBay they're selling. And every day he's just selling. For sure he has a lot of quantity. But yes, a little bit time consuming. Everything in the beginning is going to be time consuming. That's why I stopped a little bit doing it, because I'll have a lot of stuff in my hand. I have doing private label, wholesale. I am taking my coaching consulting business. I have my Facebook. I have my YouTube. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and seek a little bit of help to make sure that I have someone that I trust. When I get things in, I know they're going to be done properly, but it's really beneficial and profitable. Now, why I'm going and doing that? Because, hey, it costs me nothing. And if I can get multiple stream of income from something that I know already, but just need to facilitate it and make sure that I have someone, a fulfillment and prep center that really can help me doing it, hey, bingo, why not? There's always money to be made out there. I mean, God forbid if anything happens, you always have the skills. You need to learn them, do them. In the beginning, I used to do everything myself, guys. I used to retail, online arbitrage, everything myself. I used to be everything. You know, get the product, get them here, prep them, ship them, doing the labels, list them, do everything myself. Now, slowly, you're gonna see, hey, what the things have taken time consuming, and you start delegating them to someone else. And that's why I work now. I don't want to know everything. I don't want to be doing everything. No, you're actually wasting your time. You don't want to do a $10 job when you're worth $100, $200 per hour job that you can do and you can benefit more and increase your business. So try it out, man, with one pallet. It costs you $200-$300. Start small, test them slowly, and see what works for you. What niche? Maybe toys and games is good for you. Maybe electronics. Maybe you want to buy only shelf pull-offs, pulls. You can buy a lot of things brand new. You want to be safer. You test them slowly until you perfect it. The problem is everyone out there goes ahead and say, oh, it's not good, and that's it. Give me the reason and how can I perform. If someone has a bad experience, doesn't mean you have a bad experience. How many people have bad experience in private label? How many people have bad experience in retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesale? Everyone's going to tell you something. I never listen to people. I always shut my ears and say, hey, you know what? You might not work for you, but if I do it, maybe it works much better because I know I can systemize it, and maybe I can choose better pallets than you did and avoid the mistakes that you have done. Okay, so for sure I did a lot of mistakes in the beginning. Trust me, you don't want to even hear about them. But do that, and why not, man? Extra money, you know. Let's see what else. Is this something? Yes. Bernadette says, should we expect to have a high rate of return, or is there something you should do in your listing to minimize return? There's always, when you buy and sell used items, if you're on Amazon, there's condition. You can add extra things. Say, hey, used condition, or missing parts, or missing this and that. Yes, it's gonna be returns, but it's a part of the business. And but the profit that you're gonna make is a little bit higher, which is gonna, if you get a return, hey, accept it and resell it again, list it again. Also, what you can do, which was very smart, is actually sell them as is. If you list them on eBay, sell as is, no warranty, and just say, hey, power on, power off, works fine, everything is good, but we do not guarantee it, and that's it. You sell them. The return rate was for him around 1%, which is really, really great, which is not much, 1%. He's selling a lot of volume. So just need to make sure how you position yourself and do not oversell things. Oh, great, amazing, beautiful condition. So you need to know all the conditions on Amazon. There's a big Amazon used items conditions, and you need to know exactly which one is your product. Do not put it used like new when you know, hey, it's used acceptable or whatever it is, or like new. You need to check those stuff, please. And always in the condition, do it and you're good to go. Is it better to do FBA or FBM, or for pallets? You can do both FBA or FBM. I think FBM, it works. FBA works. It's up to you what you feel comfortable. For example, this guy who was doing only FBM because he was getting, he has to hold the product because you don't know when you're gonna sell them, how the fast velocity of it. So if you know the BSR is really good, the bestseller rank, and it's very low enough, and you know you're gonna sell it very fast, put it at FBA is much better. You can sell them faster. Let me see here. Like for example, with this example, guys, it was prime. See, prime. So you can do it as a prime as well, and you're good to go, right? So yes, you can do a prime or FBA or fulfilled by merchant, which is you fulfill it yourself. Now, if you don't know when it's gonna sell FBM, if you know it's gonna sell fast, do it. If it's brand new, like if you see, I'm telling you guys, when you go ahead now, I'm talking, you don't understand me very well. If you go find pallets, you're gonna find a lot of them that say used. If you look at it, it's like brand new stuff. Get them and sell them. That's it. Now, what else? Great info. Thanks a lot for this. You're very welcome. I'm trying to every week touch on different things to make sure that you guys really open up your eyes, and at the same time you tell me feedback what you guys want, because for me what I think maybe is not important to you, maybe it's too important. And what's, because I know a lot of things. I'm not trying to be alone a lot of things. I'm not Google, but I know a lot. I get myself into a lot of SHIT stuff, which is really get me a lot of experience. But if there's anything I can help you guys, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to share. Very interesting. It's intriguing. Sounds like supply and demand knowledge is a key. Yes, absolutely. Very true. I'm going to look into this. I have got experience flipping shoes on eBay. It's intriguing. Thanks, man. Yes, eBay, guys. I know 17% of the whole e-commerce, but you have a lot of flexibility. You have a lot of you can sell. There's no restrictions on categories like gating and not gating and stuff. You can sell a lot of product used, and the people who buy from eBay, they know they're getting a product that is going to be used or not, and they know the condition they used to you. So the return is not as much as Amazon. Amazon, a lot of people have mental that everything has to be new or mint condition, but still a lot of untapped business on Amazon for the used products. So check them out, guys. Try them. See your niche and you'll be good to go. Jocelyn says, after buying them from the wholesaler, if we consider toys category, the new toy exists at the wholesaler, doesn't exist in Amazon Canada yet. Can I do a list for them and be the first to sell? I don't understand. After buying them from a wholesaler, if we considered toys category, the new toy exists at the wholesalers, does not exist in Amazon yet. Can I do? Look, if you selling stuff on Canada, which is I've done a few things. There's a better website for that. If you want to buy from Canada, I'd rather, if you buy a wholesale pallet, buy from Canada themselves. I have a big list. I mean, I have a big list, very big list of wholesalers and stuff in the Canada. But I really rather that you buy from Canada. And if you don't have the product, like for example, I bought when I first started, I bought I think 50 drones. I was a pallet of 50 drones. Was my first mistake, and thank God I sold them because drones has the highest return on Amazon for drones as toys. The highest. Uh, okay, so the highest return. Oh, sorry, Pernilla. So I'm gonna get back to them. I'm gonna watch them all. I'm gonna see the questions, guys. Just give me a second. Has the highest return drones. But what I did is actually they didn't have it in Canada. I bought them. I saw them in the U.S. How much they're selling. I put them in Canada, and actually I created my listing and start selling, but not as same demand as U.S. I was selling 1 unit maybe per day in Canada. I took the items and actually crossed the border with them, and I sent them to fulfillment center in US, and I sold them within 3 days. 3 days they were all gone. I bought this. I bought hand sanitizers as well. Oh my god, hand sanitizers! It's basically Burel hand sanitizers. It's a stand for them, and you just a stand for hospitals, whatever. I bought them here. I sold 1 unit in Canada. I put them in the US and I drove to the US. I'm telling you, I used to hustle a lot, guys. Do not think all this crap here. Oh my god, I have my camera and my thing. No, I used to hustle, really big deal. I will go to the US. I had almost a full truck. My truck was full. The bed, I don't remember. I think was 60 units. I sent them in. I sold them all within 5 days. I was selling 10 units a day easily, very fast, which is the demand difference. So that's why I'm saying, as a Canadian, as a guy who sells in Canada, I do not want to waste my time in Canada anymore. For me, like, okay, Q4 is very good because the demand is really fast, but most of the time, US guys, you guys in the US, you have a big advantage. If you really hustle and get off of your bum and go ahead and do it, you have no idea how much you can make. It's really huge opportunity there. So Jocelyn, back to your question. Yes, you can list them if you want, but make sure the sales are good. Make sure that's a high velocity product in US, and you can list in Canada. And you always have a second plan, which is you can do it, list on eBay. Now, for you as a Canadian, the issue is going to be how you ship from Canada to the US if you list on eBay. There's other places out there, the shipping companies, they're actually ship stuff from Canada to the US very cheap. One of them, I'm going to give you one of them. Stallion Express is very good. Open an account with them. You can ship products to the US from Canada for very cheap. Only this is going to make you, you're going to make you thousands of dollars. Trust me, and the demand is going to be good. So you can sell on .com, eBay, and you're going to make a lot of velocity, which is really awesome. Now, let me see. I don't know how I missed questions, guys. Let me see. You forgot Ahin. Ahin, please, shoot me a question again, please. Would we expect high return? Say Jocelyn. Luzin, yeah. Luzin says some listing that will close soon are not showing the price. It's saying sealed bid instead. This means we can not buy it. If it's sealed and done, that's it. But you need to log in. You need to get an account with them. So if you get an account, all this price is gonna open up, and you'll be able to see. A lot of them, they're not gonna, because they want you to sign up. They want you to be in their email list so they can follow up with you. So I really encourage you to do it, and then everything is gonna open up. You're gonna see the prices show up, and you can bid on them. Don't mess with them. Make sure when you buy the product, because you have only, I think, a week or something to pick up the products from them, and you arrange the shipping. You can also go through them, and you can ask for shipping. If you sign in, it's gonna give you a code. Let me see. Give me a second. Let's see here. I'm gonna got you, man. Okay, and also is a bidding system, so you make sure that you're always bidding at the end. Come on, give me shelf polls. Shelf polls are good. CL pen. CL 2 days. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this is weird actually. This is a new thing, seal bill shit. Okay, so now, come on. I will show it to you, but I will be signing in. You can actually get liquidation.com to do the to get the boxes for you, to ship the products, and they give you a code for it, which is really good if you don't have your own shipping. But I think if you have your own shipping, is much cheaper for you. That's one. Let's see what else we have. What are the questions? Said you missed. You have 2 questions, mine and Luzine above. Very interesting. Where's Bernella? Where's the questions? Why I'm not seeing them? Guys, can't believe it. I'm not seeing the question, but I have Pernilla. Only the thing I have is Amazon also has liquidation auction. Does it work similar to this? I haven't bought from Amazon liquidation themselves, but you can do it if you want. I don't know if that was the question. And I answered it before. I said, hey, there's a lot of websites out there. It's not only this one. I'm just showing you one of them for you guys to be familiarize yourself with them. What else? Sad, you missed 2 questions. Mine and Luzine. Luzine, I answered your question now. Is good. So if we're good, we're good. What else, guys? Any other questions for me? Is that intriguing for you guys? Trust me, there's good money to be made. Actually, there are softwares out there that actually can put the manifest in, and they can scrape Amazon catalog against it and tell you which products are really good for the used item. Okay, for the used. So they go ahead, they check the product ASIN, or they check the UPC code or the name of the product against Amazon catalog with the used items and tell you how much is going to sell. And that's it. Done. Let me see. I know I have a few questions. Guys, tell me what's up. I think, I don't know. Maybe we need to do this Q&A once every 2 weeks, because I don't see. Guys, engage with me. Give me something. I know I just got back, and I know I was late to post the post in the Facebook group for you guys to join, but I know a lot of you actually watching it later on, which is really good. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. Okay. What's up, Jocelyn Sanchez? How you doing? I hope you're doing well, Jocelyn. Actually, we're having a very good results, guys, with the Manny chat. I want to update you. Manny chat is really good. We went from 40, the spot 40, 41 to 15 within a week. Actually, within 7 days, which is really, really awesome. So the Manny chat is working, guys. Working really awesome. Even that in the mid of Amazon changing the algorithm, it's still working very well. So the question is, Nazli, she was asking about the coupons. She was selling coupons and she does retail arbitrage. Is it worth it for her to, if it's worth it for her to do it? Nazli, do not use coupons and discount coupons on retail arbitrage. I think it's a waste of time and money, and it's not worth it. Just use it for private label, and it's not worth it. Trust me. Mark Richardson says, I am setting up my email autoresponder using Zone Pages. Sad Basim, thank you for the 15% discount. You're welcome, Mark. And I found the following message will complete exclude orders with discount. It said when he's doing his email sequence, he found it says exclude orders with discounted items. Yes. Now, Zone Pages doesn't want to send emails to people who get a discount because they don't want to get some accounts that get flagged for any, if you email someone for review, it becomes like incentive for getting a review. So what happened is actually they do not send a product for products that have a discount on them or has a big coupon code being claimed, which is just a precaution, but you can unclick it if you want. Now, in my experience, I haven't had a trouble with it. Anything with less than 30% discount, you should be good. Anything more than that, it becomes suspicious and they don't want you to do it, because a lot of people, they want a Zone Page to make sure that when you set up your email sequence and make sure that you don't go ahead and change it all the time. So you have it set up. If you run Facebook ad or ManyChat for 70-80% off, do not trigger the email sequence to them. Now, it's up to you, but if you're not doing any giveaways, I don't think it should hurt you. And this is only precaution because they just extra precaution, but it depends on your risk tolerance for sure. Jocelyn says, Black Friday is coming. What's up, Jocelyn? Black Friday is coming. What do the sellers need to know in order to have a successful Black Friday? Does Amazon select sellers for Black Friday? Any tips for Cyber Monday? Now, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it's the busiest time of the year. Amazon makes a lot of money on those. What you can do, you can run lightning deal or 7-day deal, which is something I applied for already, which is what I think was before the 21st of September or something like that was the last. I'm not remember when was it, but it's already ended. I applied for it. It's actually $1,000 to run a 7-day deal, which is I already did. I reserved my position. I will keep you guys posted on it and see how it goes. The other thing you can do is basically you can run, if you wanted to run ManyChat sequences with discount, which is with Facebook ads, it becomes really phenomenal. You can move a lot of product and ranking. You can do, it's basically the same thing as preparing for Q4 or Prime Day. You can do your images for Black Friday special. You can put in your backend some Black Friday deals or Cyber Monday deals in the backend, so you can show up for it. You can change your bullet points. You can do your images. You can add Black Friday on them. You can do cross promotion coupons or codes that you can say buy this and get this one for 15%. You can adjust your PPC with the product targeting to make sure that if someone else is running heavy PPC, you can feed off their traffic as well, that's what you do with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and it's really awesome. What's your thought on rebate for reviews? My thought is the following: anything below 30%, what has been said is really good. Anything more than 30% discount, they say the review doesn't stick. It doesn't mean you cannot ask him. You can ask them, but most likely is not gonna stick on Amazon, or when it shows the reviews is not gonna have enough weight on it. So if you're thinking you're rating, like for example 4.5, and you think with 2 reviews you might come to 4.7, if you get discount, it might not have enough weight on them. It might not show up in the beginning. It might be removed later. These are the things, but anything below 30% should be fine. Jocelyn, I think both of your name are Jocelyn and Jocelyn. I don't know which one. I'm messed up in the head anyways with those stuff. It says, what do you say? Yeah, for the monthly revenue as an FBA seller, should I divide it only on the FBA seller of the lowest or under the FBM of the lowest price? Now, that's a very good question, Jocelyn Kopti. If you have FBA, you just do it with FBA. Whoever are the FBA sellers, that's what you're gonna do. If they're doing FBM, you do FBM. Now, when I sell a lot of retail online arbitrage, if I'm selling the product, I just compare myself with the FBA sellers only. If I see FBM selling it for low, I don't care. If it's selling for $50, but I know all the Prime people selling for 100 because people will pay more for Prime because faster shipping is guaranteed by Amazon, all this stuff. I will compare myself with the FBA. Now, if you do FBM, compare yourself with the FBM only people. And that's how you do it. And always make sure that you are getting the average price of FBM. So, for example, if everyone's selling 50, 51, 50, 49, make sure you sell it at 50. So get the average and make sure you be there so you can rotate the buy box as well. Okay. And I see now, Luzin says, could you tell us the software name? A software name is actually one of the things that we wanted to develop. There is one, is not public, is only if you purchase one of the courses. But I will get back to you on this one. I think this was a long time. Let me see. I have them saved. Just remind me of this, Luzin, and I'll be able to get you that. If you look at my Google, and all my tabs are full of stuff. Wholesalers, pallets people, softwares, everything. So I just need to get back to it and do it. The last time I did pallets was maybe a year and a half ago, which is when a year and a half ago, or 2 years, a year and a half, something like that. So I don't remember what I put it, but I will be able to get it for you for sure. Jocelyn says, what to do when your only product is 3 stars? How can you increase your rating? When you increase your rating is the following. Now, what she's talking about, Jocelyn, is the reviews. So you have 20 reviews, but the rating is 3.5 stars. Let's say get an example. So we get it. Okay, this one is good. All right, so we have the rating. I'll say 105 reviews they have, and the rating is 4.2 out of 5. Now, how you move that is basically getting more good reviews. Now, the general rule so far is if you have one bad review, 1-star review, you need five 5-star reviews to be able to just adjust this one bad review. That's what I mean when I get someone who's really not happy, make sure I refund them, because it really takes a long time to get 5 reviews. Actually, I just get a bad review. I don't think it's legitimate, but hey, I got it. It's actually brought my rating down, and actually sales went down a bit. But I know I got now so far 3 good reviews and still didn't get this half star. So I know with 2 more reviews, it should be fine. The only thing is getting reviews. That's all we need. Good reviews to balance out the bad reviews, which is, in my opinion, I think is not that great that Amazon requires you 5 good reviews for 1 bad review. I think it's a big stretch. I don't know why the bad review has more weight than the good reviews, but I feel it's unfair. The other thing you can do is actually, I'll tell you, what is it? Okay. For you guys who's staying here, which is really awesome, and thank you, I'll share with you this one. It's 5-star is review calculator. So if you come and you put, hey, 22 reviews I have good, the bad one I have 1, 3 stars I have 1, I have 2, 1 star I have 1 star, 2 star and good rating. It tells me 4.4. So now let me just zoom in. Okay, so here, what do? You can come to your listing, and that's a tip for you who are staying here, which is your legit giants. Okay, you come here, you come to your listing, you go down, bada bing, bada boom. You come here and see how many stars you have. Okay, so for example, if I click on this one, it's going to tell me I have 72 reviews, good ones. So I come here, I'll put 72. Okay, for example, 72. If I come and see the 4-star, I come here, see there's 6. See, there's 6. I come here, put 6. Now, sometimes it gets a little bit skewed because of the following: is each review has more weight, as I was saying. Sometimes if your reviewer has been reviewing stuff for a long time, it might has more weight than the regular one. But it gives you a good rough estimate. So here, 3 stars for 2 star 3. That's good. Leave it here. And then the bad reviews, he has 13. Mommy. Now see 4.2. If I come back, 4.2. See, calculated right, 4.2. And here's telling me 4.2 rating. So now if I want to know how many good reviews I need, so for example, if I put this one 80, Oh my god, if I put 80 right, 80, it tells me 4.3, still not much. Let's say 90, which is really crazy, guys. See, still is not moving as well, you know. You need to you see how I'm talking about, guys. Anything 4.3 and higher is going to give you 4.5 star. 4.7 here, 4.7 is going to give you the 5 star. So what I mean by that, if I got 4.3, it's going to show me 4 stars and a half. Okay, it's going to show me 4 stars and a half. If I put 4.7 out of 5, it's going to be 5 star fully. So if I want to make that look good, I'll make sure that I have reviews enough to 4.3 to show me the 4 star and a half. So with our calculation here, I can lower this one if I want. See, 85, which is good. 82. So I need 82 to make sure I get 4.3. And that's it. You go ahead and, I don't know if you get reviews, whatever, how you do it, you do it. But this is how you calculate it if you want to be more accurate with it. I don't know. Was that useful for you guys? Was that a good or useful? I'll share it with you now. Here, guys, this is the link. What to do when you, okay, we got it. Was the link, I gave it to you. Hey guys, what's up, Audrey? Nice having you here. Thank you so much for joining. So guys, any more questions? I have more questions. I know I've been away for a while, so I want to make sure I answer all your questions, guys, to make sure you really get the benefit of everything here. All right, other questions we have is Andrea Lee says, how to download report with the customer data, names and addresses while we are still able. You can go to reports, then oh my god, FBA reports. Hold a second, let me check. I know how to get it. Hold a second. Oh shoot. No. You go to reports. You're gonna go to reports. From reports, you're gonna go to fulfillment. Yeah, reports. Then you go to fulfillment, and from fulfillment, you're gonna go on the left side, and you're gonna go to Amazon fulfilled shipment. I think. No, FBA. No, hold a second. Yeah, Amazon fulfilled shipment, and from there you'll be able to get all the people who bought from you, and you'll be able to download it, download the CSV, and you will get all the names and everything. So let me see. I downloaded them before, just make sure that I am good. Yeah. And this is it. Let me see. I wish orders, I think. All orders. Let me see. It's one of them, the all orders, or let me just request one. So you're gonna go to I have reports, then you go to fulfillment, then you go to all orders, and from all orders you're gonna find them, and then you'll be good to go, and that's it. I hope that was helpful. Let me see here if I get it. Just want to make sure. Yes, this is it. So you're gonna go to reports, then you go to fulfillment, then go to, on the left side, go to all orders, and you will be able to download the report. Once you download it, you'll be able to get all the data that you need from them, and they give you all the addresses and everything. I don't know if I can share this stuff with you. It even tells you to subscribe and save, for example. Let me see. So you're gonna come reports, fulfillment, go to all orders, and you download. Once you download, and you're good to go, and that's it. Then you're gonna get file looks like this. Hey, let me show you. Report is going to show like this. It's going to show you all the people who subscribe, who not, and what they got, and all the names and everything. And this is actually a trick where you can get those stuff, which is I'm going to do a video about, is how you be able to get Facebook targeting and target audience and lookalike audience and all this stuff with it, which is really cool. What else we got? Shoot me with more questions. Good, Jocelyn, I'm happy. Can anyone see my questions? Nobody sees the questions, Bernella. What happening? Man, I have no idea. I cannot see questions, guys. I'm telling you. I swear. I mean, it's pissing me off. Jocelyn says, how can you market a hair loss shampoo and Facebook ad? From what I have been told, in order to have successful sales, your product needs to be sexy. Yeah, the product needs to be sexy. You need to make sure that the product is really well packaged, well presented, and a video will help 100%. I know you, Jocelyn, you know a lot about Facebook ads, even more than me, which is I'm not that expert at it. You are the one. Has to be an attractive offer. Make sure it's a good discount, and you basically just make sure go to Facebook Insight. Go to Facebook Insight, type hair loss, and you'll be able to find all the groups. You can find the demographic, the age, and you can be able to narrow your audience a little bit more, and you can try them this way. That's the best way I think you should do it. Order says, hey Sam, I switched to Zone Pages, but I'm not getting my usual review from it. I contacted them and they said the email are delivering. Any other way to verify it? Listen, if it's being sent, it's being sent. I don't think Zone Pages is the issue. I think you need to make sure that your email sequence is correct. How many you're selling per day, and all the stuff. It's very hard to tell. You can stop this one, start with the other one, see if it works. But I think you should be getting them. I'm getting them very well. If it's delivered, it's delivered. You can actually, what you can check, you can go to your messages on Amazon, in your seller dashboard, and see that there's emails is being sent. So what they do with those softwares is basically they connect your Amazon, for sure, and you know that, Amazon account to your Zone Pages, and then Zone Pages send when you set up the emails, they send them from your Amazon account. So with the messages for a specific client, you will see the messages they send them and what are they, and you'll be good to go to check them if they're being sent or not. What a good discount to offer for a Facebook ad. Look, higher discount is better depending on what you want to do with it, and this is something I discussed before. Because there's few things that you need to do with Facebook. Are you trying to launch a product and rank for a keyword? Are you trying to get reviews, or are you trying to build an email list, or are you just maintaining? Now, if you're launching a product, you need to be aggressive with your product, with your discount. You need to be 70, 80%, 90%, because all what you're worrying about is not the return on investment or profit. You're thinking about only how to rank for the keyword, and that's the most important thing. So higher discount, you need to do. If you're building an email list, you can run a contest. Something related to your product or your brand that's a big value. You run it, you give a freebie, make sure that the product is worth 200 or something high value, so you get subscribers, and you're good to go. If you're just in a maintenance mode and you want to make sure that you're just getting few sales to make sure you're maintaining your position, maybe do 30%, because you don't want to get any more 20 sales per day. Maybe you want to get only 3 sales per day. So with a lower discount, you'll be able to get lower sales, but also you need to pay attention that your cost per click is going to go higher, because a lot of people are going to click, but they're not going to convert. So it all depends what you want to do. And actually, maintenance mode is not that great. I'd rather you do it like once every 2 weeks or once a month. Run another aggressive discount or aggressive giveaway than just maintenance mode, because the cost per click is going to be much higher. So far, we're seeing is 65 cents per click for high percentage discount over 70%, and anything from 50% we're seeing around $1.20 or $1.30 per click or per subscriber, which is higher. Okay. All right, guys. I think I bored the heck out of you. I think I bored you guys a lot. I think we answered a lot of questions. I'm very oh no, we have here another questions fast. I just had to update VAT info for my tax details for advertising account, US account. Did something change regarding this? No, they just get them if you have a VAT. I think I got the same thing for if you have anything in the UK to make sure that you add your VAT. I haven't done anything with it. I just left it as is. I might be wrong. Go ahead and check, contact Amazon, see what they say. But I think it's only to make sure that, you know, for people who lives in Europe or people who sell it in Europe, to make sure they have it. Because VAT is for US, and Middle East also use VAT. Like United Emirates, they use VAT. And that's like their sales tax kind of thing. You check it from there and see what's up, but I'm not sure about it. So, guys, I hope this was really helpful. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I really thank you so much. Please like the video right now. I'm gonna stop pause for a second until you guys like my video. Please do. Let's reach tops of the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, for us to go up in the ranking and show up a little bit more and help other people the same way I'm helping you. I think we need to get our message there. If you like what you see, if you like the content that I'm providing, you like the way that I am sharing things with you and how I explain them, please like and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to make sure that we reach more people, because we're in the beginning. We're almost we're doing a lot of videos. We're still not there. But with your help, I'm sure we're going to get there. So I really appreciate you and appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, if you're new, Facebook, Amazon FBA Giants, Amazon FBA Giants on Facebook, join us. It's free. And you'll be able to meet with like-minded people, which is really, really awesome community. So guys, take care. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. And stay tuned for next video for PPC on Wednesday, and I'll see you next Saturday. Take care, everybody.